my speech is titled, Everyone's Four Components to Fitness. No matter how old one is, whether one is an athlete or not, the four components of fitness apply to our lives. Although keeping fit can take on different definitions to different people, there is no question that the four components of fitness are relevant. The four components are muscle strength, muscle endurance, balance and coordination, and flexibility. In evaluating an individual to improve their fitness, their needs must be assessed so that each of their fitness goals can be tailored so that their body will be equipped for the daily task at hand. When looking to improve your fitness, there are four components that must be addressed that have the most efficient and effective workout. Those are muscle strength, muscle endurance, flexibility, balance, and coordination. The first component is stereotypically thought of as a male-dominant fitness focus, but women also need to focus on muscle strength so that their workouts might be able to prevent injury and future complications as well. Muscle strength, an individual has to be strong enough to carry their body weight. If they are not, they may experience structural damage, and one example would be if a person was overweight and they were not strong enough to carry their body, their bones may cave in and whatnot. Another example is in female sports where the individual, their quad may be stronger than their hamstring, and it would take over in their sports action so that they would not have a balanced amount of muscle and their knee would collapse in. In the article, The Basics, The Build for Muscle for Better Health, written by Dr. Louise Chang on WebMD, says that for balanced fitness programs, strength training is essential. It can slow the muscle loss that comes with age, build strength of your muscle and connective tissue, and increase bone density, and cut your risk of injury, and help to ease arthritis pain. Muscle mass in everyone is very important, especially older individuals. When you have more muscle mass, your bones become denser because they have to carry on more weight, because muscle does weigh more than fat. Therefore, your body will be stronger and able to endure more in life. And this will help, especially when older adults fall. They will not, their bones will not break as easily. And so that is very important as we age. While strength is vital in fitness, muscle endurance is equally important. See, muscle endurance is the second component of fitness, and the extent of one's muscle endurance will typically depend on the daily task at hand. It just depends. If one is sitting in an office all day, it'll be different than maybe an individual who has to walk around in a hospital all day. Or, for example, athletes, a golfer does not need as much endurance as a basketball player. So that's just depending on what you have to be ready for each day, is depending on the amount of muscle endurance you will need to train for. And as one ages, daily exercise is recommended for muscle endurance because there are studies that have shown correlation between muscle strength and muscle endurance in a longer life. In a journal article, The Effect of Muscle Endurance Training on the Chronic Low Back Pain by Stephen Unai, Yusil Yildirim, Dean Karabek, and the correlation between decreased back pain and improvement of one's muscle endurance was tested. See, fatigue can trigger pain and increase injury in sports. If you find that when one becomes fatigued, there's a higher increase for injury. And also, if one's core is weak, and they may be strong enough to go for a short amount of time without their back hurting, but if one has a long day and they don't have good core strength, their back may become painful just because of their lack of core endurance. In the journal, Long-Term Aerobic Exercise is associated with greater muscle strength throughout the lifespan by Justin D. Crane, Lauren G. McNeil, and Mark A. Charnopolsky. The link between long-term aerobic exercise and muscle strength were found to be correlated. This study just looked at older individuals and their consistency with aerobic exercise and their strength compared to others who may not have done as much working out. There's just a strong correlation between older individuals and their aerobics and how strong they are. Muscle strength and endurance are vital to fitness, but without these two, balance and coordination, which is our third component, aren't ever going to be able to reach their full capability. In an article titled Walking to Trim Your Waistline, Improve Your Health by Mayo Clinic staff in 2013, says that the simplicity of simply walking briskly daily can improve one's balance and coordination. Coordination is easily improved by doing simple things, but for younger individuals, the ladder is it's a ladder on the ground, and you do footwork drills with it. That can help individuals with their coordination, but that's usually used for athletes. Other things, just such as walking or running, can help once, or skipping or doing different things like that, allow individuals to increase their coordination. This simple exercises that balance can easily be improved with are things such as just single leg stands where you balance on one leg for 30 seconds or so, or even calf raises will also a great way to improve your balance. The third way is standing on a foam, just a square foam pad, and single leg, double leg, whatever you're able to do just to improve your balance daily is super important as we age, and also just working little muscles in your legs. After training muscle strength and muscle endurance and coordination, one may be reminded of the last component, which is flexibility. See, flexibility in the Oxford Dictionary is defined very simply, and it's called the capability of being bent or pliant. Flexibility is frequently overlooked as a component of fitness, yet it is super important. Knowing how to stretch, knowing when to stretch is going to transform one's training and just fitness. There's so many different problems that can come with not being flexible that we overlooking going to the doctor often. So knowing that you should dynamic stretch first before you static stretch. So dynamic is running, skipping, doing lunges, leg swings, anything that involves constant movement is an example of a dynamic stretch. And these are a great way to warm up your muscles in your body before you go into static stretching. Static stretching is things such as a simple quad stretch or a hamstring stretch or anything such as that where you're static, where you're standing still. And this is vital to know that because you will get micro tears in your muscles if you do not warm up your body before you do static stretching. This can just prevent a lot of aches and pains that you may encounter throughout your day. As a college athlete, it is vital for me to improve my 4 components of fitness daily. And also as a pre-med major here at Grand Canyon University, my eyes are open each day to the sheer need Americans have of improving their fitness each day. Yes, there's an endless list of benefits that come with being fit, such as just body image, then you feel better about yourself and your health is improved, which makes you have a longer life. There's just tons of different benefits that come with that. One does not need a gym membership to improve their fitness. All they need is like 30 minutes a day just to take out what you see as you need to improve of your 4 components of fitness and just implement those into a daily routine. Is that easy?